And welcome back. We're still here. I hope you enjoyed that slideshow that we just ran. That was from Prichett Associates' first annual A Day of Sharing. That was at Bancroft School. But I have joining us live tonight. This is the first time we're getting together under this banner of On the Road with Doc Pritchett. We have Mr. Maurice Pritchett.
Yeah, well, thank you for inviting me this evening. Pleasure to be here.
Hey, I'm on your time, actually. We just switched seats.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
But it's always a pleasure to be with you, Shonda. I'm just so happy to be here.
Yeah.
And you give me this opportunity to share my thoughts and concerns with people in the city of Wilmington and Newark. It's just been fantastic.
Yeah. You know what, Mr. Pritchett, I was watching how you put that thing together, though, down there at Bancroft. And here's the thing, what folks don't realize, how well you work together with other people, because even though it probably was your brainchild, but you managed to make everybody come on board. Who all was a part of putting together that?
Well, actually, my wife, Juanita Pritchett, and of course you, my pastor, Mr. Steve Wright, he did a great job. I mentioned it to him to see if he would have some time to come. And he just had surgery on his knee, but I looked up and to my surprise, he was there.
He was right there.
And, prayed over the food, which we wanted, and just gave us some opportunities to share and talk with each other. And, of course, Miss Coker,
there you go,
of all people, was right there with me. She's my mentor, and I called her and told her what I was doing, and she just supports me so much, and I as well with her for all the things that she's actually doing, foster care, trying to get 30 or more youngsters, particularly the boys, to get mentors for them. So I'm working very closely with her to do that.
Right.
So, and when I call her, she's right there.
Yeah.
And you as well.
Well, it's a pleasure because I get inspired because, as a person who is coming up after you.
Yes.
You guys laid the footprint for us to follow, and it's up to us, and it's incumbent upon us to take up the torch. I mean, you're not done. No. You have a long way to go. Your road is long, I pray to God, but still, we have to get started and get busy as well. So that's why I'm on board with you, Mr. Pritchett.
Well, I tell you what, and I appreciate that. One of the things I'm really concerned about is this parent involvement piece. And I'm starting in December. We really need to make an effort to encourage our parents to come into the school, even if it's just for 1 day a week or something, just to find out how's my child doing in school. What normally happens when parents come into the building, that child tends to do better in school, and there's a better working relationship between the teacher and the parent, or I would say the legal guardian. Okay. Because it might not always be the mother or father,
right?
Which is okay. Someone needs to get involved, to come in, work very closely with the principal and the teacher. Right. I think you'll see a difference in the behavior of youngsters, and you'll see a tremendous difference in the academic achievement of those youngsters.
Right. When
they know that there's a real correlation between the parent and the teacher.
Right.
It works very well, and the turkey dinner we had last Monday, you could see the closeness with those young people, with their guardian that was there, the legal guardian that was there.
Right.
And it was tremendous. And that's really, I think, looking at the schools, particularly right in Wilmington, we need to encourage our parents to go into the school, talk about, look at the report cards and work with that teacher to find what can we do to get my child on point.
Yeah.
Again, checking about with the homework. The kid comes out with a book bag every day. He's going home with some work to do. And I think when I'm going to really try to focus on that through you and of course our business, to try and get more parents to understand that it's so critical right now with our youngsters in school, particularly those schools are under watch or schools that need to improve those test scores, and we need to get busy. And so I'm going to worked very hard to try to help out with the DSTP test scores, particularly for the schools in the city of Wilmington. We really need to get busy on that. So
that's right.
My work is cut out for me, and I'm ready for the challenge.
Yeah. Can I just ask? You know, you've always been in the school system, and you've always been in the community.
Yes.
When you left, you know, the formal administration at Bancroft at that time, you know what I mean?
Yes. And
you transitioned into Prichett Associates. What made you say, this is what I'm going to do and this is how I'm going to bring everything together?
Well, you know, one of the things I thought about many days working at the school, what could I do to get parent involvement more up to par? And one of the things I thought about doing was to come back and to help teachers as well.
Right.
Ways in which they could do their lesson plans, how to help them get involved with parents, talking about Saturday programs, things that I know we can do to get these kids motivated. And you know, before you can really teach a child, you have to know something about them.
Yeah.
And once I know you, I can really get involved with helping you getting to where I need you to go. And so that whole piece of just being able to communicate with young people is an area that I feel, you know, pretty strong in. And so that's what I dream to do.
Okay. All right. Because you know, the concept, I've seen Prichett Associates website, and the diversity that you have. You have
yes.
Someone from each discipline.
Yes, yes we do.
What
yes,
you have like teachers and...
Yeah, we have teachers, retired teachers, retired principals who have decided to take their knowledge that they have and to come back and share that with other teachers. You know, actually it could be experienced teachers, it could be first year teachers or whatever. But they are pretty knowledgeable in their areas, and you're absolutely right. I'm happy that you picked up on that, but that's what we're doing. You know, we don't know all the answers. We're not strong in all those areas, but with all of the people that are working with us, they have those strengths.
Yeah. And
it's been really very, very helpful.
Yeah. You know, I'm really admiring how you've been able to parlay the administrative expertise into working with other entities outside of the educational field as well. I understand that you're going to be doing some stuff. I'm not saying nothing if it's works in progress, but if you feel like it, you can go ahead. If not,
yes,
we'll move on.
Yes, yes. I've been making contact with a lot of the various superintendents, working even with the Newcastle County Police Department.
Hey.
We're out there. We're moving on. One of the things I'd like to say right before we leave here, I just received 2 outstanding cards from Mrs. Donna Brown.
Oh.
And I wanted to congratulate her, too, for coming to help us at Bancroft. She coordinated that in terms of getting the parents, the students, and she sent me 2 nice cards tonight. Yeah. And, you know, this young lady said some outstanding things to me.
Yes.
And I'm going to cherish these forever.
That's great.
She was my former secretary when I worked at Bancroft. But to take the time to come here tonight and to thank me for the turkey dinners that we provided to those families, and telling me how she was so happy that I'm working with you, and Shonda.
Wow.
I was like, well, you know, for you to do that, Ms. Donna Brown, I take my hat off to you. You have done an outstanding job.
Yes.
And I appreciate all you've done for me. And to take the time to bring these cards here tonight with the beautiful words that you took the time to write, it just touches my heart. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for doing this for me tonight, and for also helping us coordinate the Thanksgiving dinner for last Monday.
Amen.
Thank you so much, Donna.
Amen. And thank you, Ms. Brown, and say hello to Representative Brown or Councilman Brown for us. And also, let's give a special shout out as we get ready to close this segment of On the Road with Doc Pritchett. Let's give a shout out to Perry's Custom Catering Company.
Oh, absolutely. Forgot all about that.
You know,
That's
who provided that excellent food. Remember, if you want excellence, go to Perry's Custom Catering Company. That's 311 Veneer Drive in Newark, Delaware.
Absolutely.
And their phone number is 302-981-5555. Thank you so much, Ms. Perry, for that wonderful food, as well as your lovely assistant.
Yes.
So you at home, please stay tuned for more from In the Upper Room.